Hi everyone, my name is Nick. I'm a physiotherapist with E3 Chiropractic and Wellness, and today I'm going to show you a few different movements that you can use as both a movement screen to assess how your neck and upper back are moving around, as well as use them as part of your daily routine to make sure that we are maintaining and improving some of the range of motion and health of the joints in our neck and upper back. So the first movement we're going to go through today is for the neck itself. What we're going to do is we're basically going to make a huge neck circle and note any pain or any restrictions that we might feel. As we're going through this movement, if you're noticing any pain on the side that you're moving towards, so the side that's getting shorter, we want to make sure that we're not pushing into that super hard. If you're noticing a stretch or a bit of discomfort on the side that's getting a bit longer, that is totally fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by bringing your chin all the way down to your chest. You're going to reach and see if you can actually get your chin all the way onto that collarbone. From here, you want to think about tracing that chin along your collarbone all the way over to the left side. Start tilting your left ear back towards your back. As you look up towards the ceiling, coming all the way to the middle, pushing that chin up into the air, reaching it all the way over to your right side. Once again, thinking about getting it all the way down to that collarbone, and then bringing it back to center. As you're going through that, as I mentioned, you just want to notice any pain or any discomfort that you're feeling. We're going to do the exact same thing going the opposite way this time. And so if you are noticing any of those areas of discomfort, just try to not push too hard into them and kind of move around them. So same thing, you're going to bring your chin all the way down to your chest. You'll reach that chin across all the way on that collarbone, tilting that ear backwards, bringing that chin all the way up into the air to center line, and then reaching it all the way over to that left collarbone, and then bringing it all the way back to center. And so that just tells us a lot about how the joints in our neck are moving around. Great exercise to do a bunch throughout the day. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want. If you're pushing into it with lots of effort, it actually becomes quite a challenging exercise, and you'll notice that your body does get quite tired doing that. Or if you're just wanting a quick little movement break throughout the day, you can push a little bit less hard into it and just get your neck moving for a quick little movement break. So the next movement that we're going to do is very similar, but this time we're going to be taking a look at how our shoulder blades are moving on our mid, back, and neck. It's the same kind of exercise where we're going to be doing a little bit of an assessment and also trying to figure out where those restrictions are. What you will do is you can either use a yoga block and clasp it between your hands, or a Kleenex box, whatever you have at home. Or if you don't have anything, you can just clasp your hands together like this. What we're going to do is we're going to try to keep our back nice and still the whole time and just move through the shoulder blades. So when you start, you're going to bring the shoulder blades up as high as you can towards your ears. Keeping those elbows straight, we're going to push those shoulder blades forward as far as you can, and then start depressing them and bringing them down towards the ground. From here, you'll pull those shoulder blades backwards and bring them back up to that starting place, nice and high. Same thing, we're going to go the opposite direction. So this time we're going to bring those shoulder blades down as far as you can. Really focusing on keeping those elbows straight. We're going to push that forward as far as you can, bringing those shoulder blades away from your back. Now we're going to bring them up towards your ears, and then all the way back. So the last movement we're going to go through is taking a look at the upper back, so the different vertebrae kind of sitting between the neck and your lower back. We're going to go through it similar to how we went through the neck. And so we're going to start off by bringing you down into flexion. So you're going to think about bending, bringing that breastbone down towards the floor. From here, you want to rotate all the way to the left. Start dipping that left shoulder down towards the left hip. Thinking about getting as much extension as you can through that upper back. Bringing that chest up nice and towards the sky. We're dipping that right shoulder down towards the right hip now. Rotating all the way towards the right, starting to bring that chest down into flexion, and then stopping in the middle. The other way, we're going to do the exact same thing. So you're going to rotate towards the right, dip that right shoulder down towards the right hip. Think about pulling yourself all the way through extension, bringing that chest nice and high, rotating towards the left, left shoulder to left hip, as you bring yourself back down into flexion. So that area can be a little bit more challenging to feel movement in. The more you kind of push into it, the more you should feel those different kind of spinal segments moving on one another. But same thing, it's an excellent movement to be doing throughout the day as a movement break and a great way to assess how that part of your body's moving.